And now to this, another student protest at Emory University this afternoon, exactly a year after protests last year against the war in Gaza ended with arrest. 11 Alive's Doug Richards joining us live from Emory's campus. So Doug, how did today's demonstration compare to the protest that we saw a year ago?
Well, certainly some of the messaging was similar. However, the tone of the protest today versus the one a year ago was completely different. The one that went on today lasted only about an hour, and the folks broke up voluntarily a little while ago. We want to show you what we're talking about in terms of what happened a year ago. This was not the protest today. This is footage from a year ago, police body cam footage from that protest. Students say 3 different police agencies confronted them during that protest against the war in Gaza. Students had set up tents in the quad, which was one of the issues that set off police and university officials a year ago. We talked with Abby Young, who was part of those protests.
You know, it was really horrific. So, I mean, obviously it scared some students, but I mean, as you can see, you know, people are still ready to fight back against, you know, the racist policies of the Trump administration. So, you know, I think that people are getting their energy back. You know, people are ready to hit the streets.
So we have now video from today's protest. About 30 people gathered. There were speakers using a bullhorn, some chanting slogans. There was no police presence really whatsoever. There were also no tents on site. Emory issued protest guidelines after last year's ugliness, and one of them is that no tents are allowed during protests on the quad. As we said, the protest today lasted about an hour. Students are busily concluding their semester. They have classes to attend and term papers to write, and so they're busy, but at the same time, they're also saying they expect additional protests between now and graduation in a few days. We are live at Emory tonight. Doug Richards, 11 Alive News.
Something we will continue to stay on top of. Doug, thank you so much.